This exclusive report to share with you tonight, a nearly 25-year career dedicated to helping community members in the Flathead Valley, assisting residents through the worst and best days of their lives by truly making a difference. NBC Montana's Kylie Gibson traveled to the Flathead to spotlight our first hometown hero.
A true Montanan, born and raised Nic Salois, grew up in Cut Bank, Montana. His family moved to the Flathead in 1990, and after graduating from Big Fork High School, Nic decided to stay in the Flathead. Knowing he wanted to help people, Nic started off in EMS and shortly after got on as a reserve deputy in 2002 with the Flathead County Sheriff's Office, where he has been since. I traveled to Kalispell to meet Nic and learn about him and his career. I wanted to know why he chose a career in law enforcement.
It was a television show from the 70s called Chips, and I watched that when I was a kid, like 2 or 3 years old. I still remember watching that on TV, and as much as I hate to admit that that's what it was, I wanted to be a motorcycle cop.
Moving up the rankings over the years, now sitting as undersheriff. After nearly 25 years in law enforcement, Nic is hanging up his badge one last time on Thursday and retiring from the Flathead County Sheriff's Office.
I am going to miss coming to work every day and seeing everybody and just having that new day, new problems. It's going to be tough for me to leave that.
I asked Nic what he learned about himself after over 2 decades in law enforcement.
I needed to have patience, and it took me a little bit to figure out that to get very far with dealing with difficult situations, that you had to be patient, but yet you still needed to be a quick decision maker. And I think that it took me a little while to try to get that ironed out.
He tells me one of the biggest changes over the years was dealing with mental health related emergencies, yet one of his biggest accomplishments within the agency was bringing crisis intervention training to the Flathead County Sheriff's Office.
I was the first law enforcement coordinator for the CIT mental health de-escalation training and group that was brought here, and I think that was 2014. Mm-hmm. And still today that program is alive and well.
I asked Nic how he hopes to be remembered at the Flathead County Sheriff's Office.
Good to work for, good to work with. That's all I can ask for. So he was good to be around, and he did a good job.
But Nic is not fully retiring. He'll be doing some police work with a local agency, assisting the community he's known his whole life, and work at the rescue agency, continuing to do what he does best, helping the people of the Flathead Valley. Reporting in Flathead County, Kylie Gibson, NBC Montana.
We want to hear about your hometown heroes. If you think there's someone in your community we should spotlight, send us an email at nbcmontanatips@sbgtv.com and let us know.